This country packed with scenic mountains, stunning fjords, trendy cities, and an extensive coastline offers more than enough to plan our sightseeing. Norway is simply one of the most beautiful countries in the world, whose cities are alive with sophisticated style and energy. Here you can visit Bergen and take a glimpse of colorful wooden houses, while the chic capital Oslo is home to laid-back living, city parks, and a lively dining scene. Here's a look at the most beautiful places you can visit in Norway. Geiranger Fjord. The 12-mile tug along Geiranger Fjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is one of the world's most photographed and loveliest ferry journeys. Sitting in the west of the country, it brags a spectacular panorama with enormous cliffs, dancing waterfalls, and sparkling blue waters all on show. You must plan your trip to the top of the famous cliffs and grasslands like Dalsniva and Ornesvingen for the stunning sceneries. Several waterfalls fall down its cliff, and the famous ones are Suter and Seven Sisters Fall. The secluded villages of Geiranger and Helliselt warmly welcome tourists and offer a plethora of tourist activities. Many cruise ships and sightseeing tours usually make their way through the fjord. Lofoten Islands. At the magnificent location of the northwest coastline, the Lofoten Islands are famed for the picturesque surroundings, awe-inspiring peaks, secluded beaches, bays, and sleepy little fishing villages. Foreigners and locals head over the Lofoten Islands since they are one of the most beautiful places to visit in Norway. In its remote towns, you can discover traditional fishermen's cabins and other tourist sightseeing spots, including the Viking museums and War Memorial Museum. Lofoten Islands are connected to the mainland by several tunnels and bridges, so you can get there to see picturesque pastures and sheltered inlets with epic fjords dotted here and there. Spend your time in the Lofoten Museum, which exhibits the history of the island's fishing industry. Lofoten Aquarium, which features Arctic sea life, is also worth visiting. Bergen. In this city, modern architecture meets the historical World Heritage Sites. Norway's second-largest city, Bergen, is a mysterious place loaded with the country's top museums, colorful architecture, and old-world charm. You will be blown away by the city's breathtaking beauty and the amazing activities that are on offer, including mountain hikes and a boat ride through the fjords. The city is surrounded by 7 mountains, several fjords, and forest. For tourists, it serves as a gateway to Norway's most famous fjords, such as the Sognefjord and the Hardanger Fjord. The historic Old Wharf is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and nowadays has a cultural and historical significance to Norway's fishing and trading heritage. It's by far the best place to explore its maritime history and legacy. Here you will encounter colorfully smeared wooden merchants' houses and warehouses, as well as a couple of excellent galleries, restaurants, and bars. Svalbard. Get ready to take your wildlife expedition to the next level. The subpolar islands of Svalbard are the continent's most evocative place and offer one of Europe's last wilderness areas. Massive ice fields, snow-capped mountains, and gorgeous fjords provide a fabulous setting for an area of Arctic wildlife. Catch a glimpse of the magical creatures in the ocean, including blue whales, beluga whales, and humpback whales. In addition to the sea creatures, there is outstanding wildlife like polar bears, caribou, reindeer, walruses, seals, and foxes. Here you can explore the unique animal life and experience Arctic nature. In the city of Longyearbyen, you can participate in dog sledding, ice caving, join a snowmobile safari, or hunt for the northern lights. Spare time to visit Longyearbyen, a beautiful city that offers an area of cultural activities and high-end spots to eat and drink. Tromsø. The capital of the Arctic, Tromsø is a spectacular spot to enjoy an Arctic adventure. Located in the northern Norway, this city surrounds icy fjords and rugged peaks that stay snow-capped for much of the year. Visitors can enjoy exploring the beautiful Arctic nature, chasing the northern lights, hiking, and kayaking. You can also find numerous attractions that explain the area's Arctic charm, including the most northern aquarium in the world and the Polar Museum. Besides offering one of the best places in the world to view the northern lights, Tromsø houses a large number of 18th century wooden houses and the lush beauty of its natural surroundings. Be sure to also stroll through stunning birch tree forests, take a trip to Storsteinane Mountain, where visitors are mesmerized by the amazing views of the surrounding fjords and mountains. Kristiansand. The capital of southern Norway, Kristiansand is a summer getaway that lures tourists to a historical corridor, a green seaside promenade, and the adorable wooden wharves. Here you can explore the Kristiansand Zoo and amusement park and have fun in the indoor water park Aquarama Bad. Moreover, see the exhibition or consider taking a ride on the steam engine train at Silsdalsbanen. Kristiansand offers dozens of activities that you can't afford to miss. Due to its secluded beaches and being an archipelago, many beach lovers head to this area soak up the sun. The most famous island is Odderøya Island, which is covered with coniferous forest and has traces of a fortress dating back to the 17th century. Visitors will also be excited to check out more than 400 shops and plenty of cozy cafes and restaurants in the city centers. Also, make sure to participate in festival programs as hundreds of events go on each year. Stavanger. Stavanger is Norway's fourth largest city and fascinating blend of old and modernity. It's located in southwest Norway and home to the impressive 10th century Stavanger Cathedral and colorful houses. Stavanger Cathedral is a top tourist attraction in the city, which showcases multiple styles including Romanesque basilica, a Baroque pulpit, a Gothic font. The city is surrounded by awe-inspiring white beaches and is mountainous. You will also come across centuries-old cathedrals and a number of museums and everything from art and archaeology to the city's seafaring past and petroleum present. Be sure to check out the well-preserved Old Town and the unique Canning Museum. The Canning Museum features sardine fishing and its preparation since World War II. Jotunheimen National Park. Jotunheimen National Park, located on the Norwegian High Plateau, covers an area of 3,499 square kilometers and retains Scandinavian's highest mountains. Many spectacular wonders of nature can be found here, including waterfalls, rivers, lakes, glaciers, and wildlife such as large reindeer populations. It's also home to Vedisfossen, Norway's highest waterfall. Visitors will be mesmerized by some of the most awe-inspiring scenery and landscapes of the national park. Hikers and mountaineers love this place due to its remarkable peaks. Galdhøpiggen and Glittertind are the two tallest peaks in Northern Europe, rising more than 2,438 meters. Despite their tremendous height, it's worth climbing the rocky crags to see the incredible views from the summit. For visitor assistance, mountain lodges and well-marked tracks in the region provide easy access to glacier hikes, summit tours, mountain climbing, and skiing. Oslo. The 1,000-year-old Norwegian capital is home to Vigeland Sculpture Park, the Viking Ship Museum, the Munch Museum, and Holmenkollen. Make your way to the Norwegian capital and witness an abundance of lakes and islands along with major economic, cultural, and political centers. The Akershus Fortress is a medieval castle that sits on a promontory overlooking the Oslo fjord. While the city is brimming with creative and contemporary architecture, it has a thriving performing arts scene and packed festival schedule, as well as excellent museums and art galleries. Visit the Munch Museum, which showcases the Scream, and an outdoor gallery that combines more than 150 historic buildings from all over Norway, including a staved church. You can enjoy skiing at some of Norway's top ski resorts and expeditions to remote areas of Østfold and Vestfold. Sognefjord. Sognefjord tops the list of 1,700 named fjords in Norway. With 204 kilometers inland from the village of Solden and further branches off into numerous smaller bays and fjords along the way. It's called the King of the Fjords as it boasts more coastline than the French and Italian Rivieras combined. Therefore, you will be able to find everything from picturesque mountains and valleys to sparkling waterfalls, pastures, and remote villages. The most popular way to tour the fjord is by cruise. Fjord cruises and sightseeing tours are therefore in abundance. Tourists would love to explore the narrower branches like Fjord. This stunning 17-kilometer sweep showcases peak mountains that are only 250 meters separated and more than 1,700 meters high above the water. While this place has everything to lure tourists, you should definitely check out the centuries-old stave churches of Bergen and Trondheim. Apart from fjords, mountains, and northern lights, Norway also has plenty of culture waiting to be explored. So don't delay anymore and book your next flight to visit historic cities, magnificent cathedrals, and enjoy impressive views over the water.